All right, a little involved here, but to Texas, where a rather unusual reading assignment has parents hitting the freak out button. I want you to look at this passage. It was given to fourth graders, and it goes like this. Ruby sat on the bed she shared with her husband holding a hair clip. She didn't recognize the hair clip. It was too big to be their daughter's, and Ruby was sure that it wasn't hers. She hadn't had friends over in weeks, but there was this hair clip, little end green with a few long black hair strands caught in it. Ruby ran her fingers through her own blonde hair. She had been vacuuming when she noticed the small bright green object under the bed. Now their life would never be the same. She would wait here until Mike returned home. Then the students were assigned 2 questions. Why is Ruby so affected by the hair clip? And how has the hair clip affected Ruby's relationship? The backlash from parents, huge. The school apologizing. But I'm asking, these are 4th graders. To Mom Deneen Borelli, where is it this stuff is happening at schools nationwide? We just got wind of this one. And Parenting Pro Dr. Gia thinks it's a real problem. All right, so Doctor, you think this is part of a bigger problem?
I was shocked when I saw this. You know, it's possible that the reading level was appropriate for 4th graders, but nothing else about this was appropriate for 9 and 10-year-olds.
I'm always wondering, even if I made the leap to go to high schoolers who maybe could understand this, appreciate this, comment on this, not 4th graders.
I think this is clearly inappropriate. I do agree with the doctor. And listen, there were inferences of infidelity, of violence, of death. There were other sentences or stories that the students had to read. And this is really why it's so important for parents to know what is being taught in these schools. This just happened to come out because the students took the assignment home, some of them, because they weren't able to finish it in class. But otherwise, the parents would not have been aware of this.
I'm looking at why you'd even give a kid that kind of assignment, and particularly, Doctor, in the 4th grade. Why?
I can't think of a reason other than this teacher either didn't read the assignment before handing it out or had not enough life experience to realize that there's no correct answer to these questions except topics that aren't developmentally appropriate for kids this age. I think Deneen's absolutely right, and our kids are often stuck seeing things that they're not ready for, but we shouldn't have to worry about that from a school assignment.
I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt, Deneen. You and I were chatting during the break here, and maybe they're trying to, you know, it's not just a comprehension issue, it's relating one issue to another, critical thinking. But again, I'm going back to 4th grade.
Right, 4th grade. I mean, here's a better idea. If you want to find out about a child's critical thinking, how about discovery and wonderment? How about the science, serendipity? Look at how sugar, saccharin, was discovered totally by accident, the artificial sweetener. How about penicillin, Alexander Fleming? I mean, these are great stories that could be presented to these young children. Penicillin it's an amazing discovery. It was totally by accident.
Yeah, I heard it was a big deal.
It should be positive.
I heard it was a huge deal.
Yeah.
Doctor, here's what I wonder, though. It's in 5th grade, I think, in most public school systems that they have sex education, right? I mean, the Teach About the Birds and the Bees.
That's often the case.
Okay, so maybe push this to a 5th or 6th grade. What do you think?
I think that parents should have hard conversations with their kids, starting from a very young age, actually, about body privacy and relationships and the importance of loyalty and respect and responsibility, but that this is not something to give to kids in elementary school because those are kids for whom the stability of their home relationships is still a given. Asking them to question those at this age doesn't make them more resilient. It actually can undermine their security and stability.
Doesn't do a lot to instill confidence in our educational system.
I think this was really poor decision making. And these lesson plans are supposed to be pre-approved. How did it get through?
I don't know. But ladies, thank you both very much. Well, I don't have a story quite like that to share. But I do have an incredible story that I don't think you'll forget.